Not too much going on here today. Excited for looks like a pretty good basketball and hockey card. So should be a good evening of I wanted to say ball watching, but it's not. It's basketball and puck watching. So should be a good one.
Yeah, it should be a good one on the ice and on the hardwood today. Good games here in the NBA. It's a small card, but with quality. So we'll look at that, and of course, a
Yes.
big one tonight. You're looking probably the game of the night tonight from the
Yeah.
NHL here as the Rangers here host these high flying, fast skating Colorado Avalanche. So defense meets offense here, 8 Eastern time, total 6. How do you see this one?
Yeah, so I do think this one is the marquee game here of the day. With this matchup, Avalanche, they're 3-2-1, versus those Rangers that are, 2-1-1, coming off a, kind of a disappointing loss, I would say, to the Sharks and the Rangers. They're averaging about 21 shots here on a goal per game. So it's like they're putting up a lot of, shots, but maybe sometimes just not getting the bounces, going their way here. And then we know the Avalanche, they're the fourth best team in scoring. They've put up 22 goals in 6 games. And versus the Rangers, if we take a look at what happened last year, they scored 11 goals to sweep the series. But I'm going to take a look at the total here. I like this one to go over. I'm not so, sure that we're going to see a whole lot of defense here today, especially with the way that, the Rangers have been playing as of late. The over here is 4-1 the last 5 meetings head to head between these two teams. And there's not a lot of difference in, where these teams were last year compared to this. The over is also 4-0 in the Avalanche last four when their opponent allows 5 goals in their previous game, and that did occur there versus the Blue Jackets. And then also the over is 7-1 in the Avalanche 8 games following a win. And then if you look at the Rangers, the Rangers are 6-0 in their last 6 after allowing 5 goals. They tend to still go to the over, and the over is 9-1 in the Rangers last 10 following a loss of 3 or more goals. So I expect a whole lot of action here in this game today between the Avalanche and the Lightning, and like it to go over the 6.5 goals. And if you watched our show this morning, kind of tend to be a little bit of a theme for us to hit the over here today.
Yeah, why not? We've seen a lot of the scoring here in the NHL this early season, and of course 6.5 has been a lot of numbers we've seen there. We actually see a few. We've seen 7 so far already this year, so we're seeing a lot of scoring. You have 2 goalies that are hovering about the 90% save mark. Looks like we know that Georgiev will be in net for the Avalanche, and looks like Shesterkin is expected to go for Igor for the Rangers.
Right. And so that's the thing too, is if I look at it just from, say like a power play perspective, right? The Avalanche, they've allowed a power play goal in every game this season. They're also next to last in kill percentage. But then, of course, they lead the league in power play percentage. So there's kind of a yin and yang with them. And then the Avalanche, they're also always in the penalty box. So that's why, again, if we take a look at just how the power play may work out in this one alone, you could expect maybe 3 or 4 goals just to go that way between the two of them. I just think there's going to be a lot of action. I'm not so sure that, Chester can maybe, give up stop everything that they're going to shoot on goal here today. It looks like, there's just going to be just tons of action, tons of shots on goal. And we know that there's a lot that can happen there if the defense isn't, playing that well between the blue lines.
Yeah, so you got a team with speed here with the Avalanche Rangers over 6.5, and of course, remember you think of the NBA Denver Nuggets, how they're a fast team, and of course take advantage of that high elevation that you play in, and hope you catch it. But this is the game in New York. But they're structured to play fast, so we'll probably see that fast pace up there from the Avalanche, of course, where they put up more of an emphasis on scoring in the defense second. It seems that same holds true here on the NBA side.
Yeah, I think it is. I think this is going to be a very, very fast moving. I haven't really looked, per se at, what time equivalent or whatever looks like. But again, we know that there's going to be a lot of penalties in this game. We know there's going to be a lot of power plays. And so that's where I think the edge is going to knock this over rather than not. So, like if you were with the Rangers, where you're fourth in the league with not being in the penalty box, and you had another team that was sitting at, fourth or fifth, fifth or sixth, then I would say, yeah, this one might go, to the under. But I just see with the shots on goal, the Avalanche being the fourth best scoring team. I'm really thinking, even though we have a couple good goalies here, that it's just going to be that higher pace, the more action. And then when there's more shots on goal, of course, we know there's more chance to get those in offensively on the rebound. So I like it to go over.
There you go. We've got Mindy here on Avalanche Rangers over a total of 6.5 goals. This one will start here at 8 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpicks.com for today's action. Host the World Series begins on Friday. We've proven great results in baseball over the last 30 days. 4-game card from the NBA, big card here from hockey. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, hooray, baseball. It's almost back again here. It's getting closer. Everyone's getting really excited. We were talking about who we think is going to win the World Series. If the mattress guy is going to win his big bet, 175 million. So yeah, it's going to be a good series, I think. And then also, so for today, I think there's a pretty good basketball card, but only came down to one pick today on the premium side. Still positive on the year here for hockey, so looking to keep that going. I got 5 games in the hockey league. And of course, I'm looking for lots of winners. So I did put that up as a 5-pack for my NHL today. And then also did do the best bets for hockey in the NBA here today. So yeah, go ahead and pick up one of those short-term packages here today, or check me out in a longer term. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout, where we can do some winning here together. So looking forward to a nice card here today, Tony.
All right, get on board with Mindy Hahne over at Tony's Picks. Remember that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save a 20% off. And of course, you can check out Mindy's page right now. When you land on her handicapper page, you'll see what she's got up there on the card here for tonight's action. Of course, leading it off here with a guaranteed best bet here of the day from the NHL, as well as a 5-pack here from this big card in the NHL. That would be a really good value right there here. $30 profit guarantee. What you see here in orange is profit guarantee, meaning you must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account. That is profit guarantee. Also, scrolling down, you'll see an NBA guarantee as well. So best bets here from the NBA and the NHL, as well as a 5-pack from the NHL. So go ahead and get signed up. As you scroll further, you'll see some of the longer-term passes, some seasonal passes that Mindy has up there from the NFL. You've got some college football seasonal passes. Of course, then we get into the all-sports passes where you can purchase anywhere between, we can get a 3-day, 7-day, 1 month, or 1 year all-sports pass. We get all of Mindy's premium plays for that period of time. You select when you go to a handicapper page and you make that purchase. And of course, you could use the promo code TonyT at checkout and you'll save a lot of money there, 20% off. Of course, on the 1-year pass, that comes out to $240. On the 1-month pass, that's $66. And in those long-term passes, you'll get every play that Mindy releases on the site, including this new feature that we've implemented with the late steam plays. And each capper is differently in their approach. Some of them have done, many of them, like Sam and Paul, are really on it. Some will probably be selective. But again, what the late steam play is if any of the cappers like a play that begins between 10 minutes and 2 hours of game time, they can put it into the system, and the long-term subscribers will be email notified of that pick. So that is a feature that's part of the long-term pass, is the late steam plays, and of course the emails to your inbox only for the late steam, not on all the plays. We don't want to flood your email box. You can go to the members page and get your members page picks as you always do, but that late steam plays will be emailed you directly. So we've added that feature now to the all sports passes, and of course that's also available on the pick ticker. But the people with the all sports passes, you'll have a 5-minute exclusive time window on those plays, so you can act on the best line. So again, the long-term passes, you have an exclusive 5-minute window to act on those, whereas then it will be on the pick ticker 5 minutes after it's posted into the system. So we give the long-term pass that exclusive window there on the long-term customers, guys. So make sure you get ahead and get signed up there. It's a really good value there, and use the promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. All right, Mindy, I know got a lot going on, and we always put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony6Mindy for more picks.
Yes, I have two hockey picks here today on the Twitter account. So go ahead and check that out at Tony's Picks Mindy. Go ahead and click a follow, then hit the bell for the notifications. And why not retweet it so we get more people to go ahead and follow our free picks there as well. So we appreciate all that you guys do for us to help us increase and expand our social media presence there also. And then yeah, we are on the mornings team again here today. We've been killing it lately. So yeah, we put out another 7 picks here today in the NBA and NHL, and so we're ready to kick some more butt here yet this evening. So we went over, we kind of recapped the Monday Night Football game. We went ahead and talked a little bit about the World Series, and then we did our picks on NHL, NBA, and we started for Saturday morning football, 11 a.m. Central Time kickoffs. And then we came up with a big group there. So make sure you check out our college football picks so you can get in there, get the best lines. Ramona kind of sometimes hints around saying, hey, maybe you should wait on this one. No, maybe you should take this one right now. So you get the exclusive first line, opening lines, the morning steam with us to get the very best, angle on each of these games too. If you're considering them on your card, you might as well not wait, and that's why we put those out early so you can get all the information that you can to do your due diligence and get some more wins here over the weekend. So yeah, been a good show. We're gonna probably do some more college football tomorrow, plus of course NBA and NHL. So make sure you get over, watch the morning steam, or you can listen to it on our podcast feature.
That's right, guys. So you can check out the morning steam in its entirety right now over at Tony's Picks. We also clip out each individual pick to make it convenient for you to go over there and see the plays. Very good for those late night games. If you have a little stuck on the late night games, you won't have to go in there and search an entire show for it. So we really make that feature specifically. We put all the games up there, but I think it really helps you for those late night games because a lot of people are so hyper focused on the early starts that sometimes the middle of the late cards get neglected. But if you need a pick for the late games, just go over to Tony'sPicks.com and you'll find each individual pick up there on the channel. So check it out there. Or if it's more convenient, you guys have all these phones with you all the time. Use the podcast form. Use the podcast. It's real convenient. Tony's Picks podcast on all major platforms. If you're looking for that late night play, that play has been clipped out of every show. Every play is clipped out of every show and up on video, and it's also in the podcast. And I mentioned that for the late games because again, everyone's so focused on the early games, the early starting times, they forget about. So check it out. And for you guys that are watching us, that are commuting, that are in your cars, you're going back to work, or you're going home from work, Tony, their shows are an hour plus long, and it's a complete rundown of the entire day's card. So there is always time to act on those plays because these games start at 7 Eastern time. You're in your car, boom, you get the entire rundown from the games today. And of course, first look at college football. There's 47 games on the card. You're not going to get them all done on Saturday, so it's kind of spread out throughout the week. So there's already college football coverage pretty much on every show now. So check it out over in podcast form, Tony's Picks podcast. All right, Mindy, as always, great having you show. Keep up that great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Looking forward to it. Have a good day, Tony.
You too as well. Mindy Hahne here on Game Day Picks.